Welcome to the demo video of the Mask Sensitive Data app. Our company name is OQCT, and we help businesses comply with the GDPR law and protect their business data. Our website is www.oqct.com. Please take a look at our website to check out all the app features. Or if you have any questions, please send us an email to info@oqct.com. The main feature of our data masking app is designed to work in the sandbox environment, so your production is safe from accidentally masking data. 2. Helps to comply with GDPR or CCPA laws. 3. It's a native app. 4. All the data remains in your Salesforce environment. We do not send the data outside your Salesforce environment. 5. You can mask your sensitive data while the sandbox is refreshed. 6. You can choose your data mask format. 7. Delete field history, and many more. Please check our website for full app features. Again, the app will only work in the sandbox environment. However, you can install it in the production environment and configure the app settings, and then you can refresh the sandbox, which means you do not need to configure the app every time you refresh the sandbox. The reason we disable the data masking function in the production environment is because we don't want anyone to accidentally run the data masking job and mask all the production data. As you know, once you change the data on Salesforce, you can't roll it back unless you implement a backup solution. But if anyone wants to run the data masking job on production, please contact us. We can help you with that. We also have another app called Data Clean, which works in a production environment where you can do masking, cloning, deletion, rolling back, archiving, etc. Please take a look at the app on our website. Now back to our demo video. Let me show you how you can configure the app and do the data masking. Here, I'm logged into our production environment. You can see the Start, Stop, Delete Field History. All these three buttons are grayed out, so no one can click on them. For this demo, I've created a test sandbox environment. Let me show you the app on the sandbox. This is our test sandbox, and you can see the Start and Delete Field History buttons are both green, which means you can start the data masking job. The Start button will start the data masking job. The Stop button will stop the data masking job. Delete Field History will delete all the field history that's been configured. Let's go ahead and configure our mask-sensitive data app. Click on Data Type Config. Data Type Configuration is where we configure how we want the data mask tool to mask that data type. For example, if it's a number field, how do you want the number field to be masked? In here, you can see we have three options. 1. Match records data length. 2. Match field creation length. 3. Custom field length formula. Match records data length, which means whatever the length of the data in that field, the tool will generate that character. This comes in handy when you work with validation rules. Match field creation length, which means when you create a field on Salesforce, you need to put how long you want this field length to be. So when the data masking job runs, it will generate that length. Custom field length formula. This works similar to the formula in Salesforce. Let's say if a number field length is 100, mask-sensitive data generate 5 characters. This comes in handy when you have lots of characters and you want to minimize the data. Let's save the settings and go back to our Data Type Config page. So if you want to make any changes to the format for any data type, all you need to do is click on the pencil icon and make the changes as you want. You can also change the customer email domain name or the website if you want, so the system does not send emails accidentally to customers or accidentally to the wrong company email server. In order to do this, click on the green pencil icon next to the email, and under the domain name, put your test domain name and click Save. If you want to have your own website name on the URL data types for any testing purpose, you can also do that under the domain name. Enter your test domain name and click Save. Let's go back to our mask-sensitive data app. Here you can see the email format has changed. So when the data mask job runs, it finds an email data type field. It will generate a random string with your email domain. You can also mask customer phone numbers from the system, so you're not sharing your sensitive customer data in the lower environments. It will just generate random numbers in the phone number field. Here you can see that the URL data type format has also changed. So that's how simple it is for you to configure the data type format in our app. If you're stuck with the configuration or need any help, please contact us or take a look at the user document. Now we're ready to configure what object we want to mask. To do this, click on Masking Settings. Here we just need to create a configuration for the masking. Before we look at this, I want to show you how easy it is to generate all the API names of the objects and fields that you need for the masking settings. So let's duplicate this tab and click on Generate API Names. On this page, you can generate API names for the configuration. Click on Select Objects. Here you will see all the main objects and custom objects. If you can't find an object, just click on Load All Objects. This will load all the objects from Salesforce. For this demo, I'm going to select Account Object. Straight away under Copy Your Object label, you will get the API name of the object you selected. Under the Field API name for masking, you'll get all the fields on that object. Select all the fields you want to mask, click on the little triangle icon, and click on the Generate API Name for Mask Sensitive Data object. Now you can see all the API names for the field. So now we have all the API names we need for the configuration. Let's go back to our Masking Settings tab and click Create and Edit Config. In here, click New. Here we need to put our API name for the object. Let's click on our other tab, which has all the API names. Copy the API name of the object and paste the object's API name on the label and mask-sensitive data object name. Now we need to specify what field we want to mask. To do this, copy all the API names of the fields from the other tab and paste them on the mask field API name. Here you can see Fields Not to Copy API Name, which means that when the masking job runs, it will not generate any characters for this field. This comes in handy if you don't want to have any data in that field. For this demo, I'm going to put the phone, fax, and website API names here. So I'm expecting blank data in these three fields once the job is completed. Enable Field Masking. This option is to enable the data masking for this object. So here we need to enable it because we want to run the data masking for this object. Delete all records from objects. This option is available if you want to delete all the records from the object. Imagine you have attachments or notes that you want to delete. Now let's click Save. Our configuration is saved now, and we have enabled the masking for this object. Let's go back to our app now. Let's click on Masking Settings. You can see we have our account object here, all the fields we want to mask, all the fields we want to be blank, and we also enabled the masking for the object. Let's go ahead and see the report. You can see there are no reports found because we haven't run the masking job yet. Before running the masking job, I just want to show you our account object. I just opened one account record here. Remember, we configured the phone, fax, and website fields to be blank, so we are expecting these fields to be blank once the job is completed and all other fields to generate random characters as per the default configuration. Let me duplicate this tab so we can see before and after the data masking job is completed. Let's go back to our Mask Sensitive Data app, and here all you need to do is click Start. The masking job is started. Once the job is completed, you'll receive an email automatically. If you want to stop the masking job, all you need to do is click on the Stop button. So that's how easy it is for you to start a data masking job. If you're stuck with any steps or have any questions, please contact us. We'll be happy to help you. You can create a support ticket on our website, www.oqct.com, or you can send an email to info@oqct.com. Now, if you want to track the progress of the job, click on Report. Here you can see that our data masking job is complete. You also have other information for audit purposes. For example, job start date and time, job end date and time, job started by, job type, total success, and total failed records. Now you can see we have 991 records that failed. So let's go ahead and check why they failed by clicking on the job ID number. Click on Account. Here, you can see all the Salesforce record IDs for the masking that failed. If a masking failed due to a validation error, and the field names where the masking failed. So all you need to do is go to that field and find out why masking failed for these fields. Is the field a formula field? Or does it have necessary permission for the logged-in user to do the data masking, etc.? If you want, you can filter the error status or export all the error records to CSV for manual investigation. The masking job will fail if the logged-in user does not have permission to edit the field, if there's a validation issue, if it's a formula field, etc. So don't be alarmed if the masking partially failed. All you need to do is give the necessary permission to the logged-in users and then run the masking job again. This will mask the data again. So let's go back to our account record that we opened before. Here you can see the records before the data mask job ran. Now let's open the other duplicate tab and refresh the page. You can see that the phone, fax, and website fields are blank. This is because in our data masking configuration, we have configured this field to be blank. And you can see that the account name, billing address, and all other fields are now masked. I will show you in the tabs again. This is before the data mask job ran, and this is after the data mask job was completed. I'm sure you will agree, masking your customer sensitive information is very easy and anyone can do it. You need to protect your customer data in your test environments even if it is 5 or 10 years old. It is sensitive information and you don't want this key business data to be leaked or your business to get fined. Our app is very fast. As you can see, we masked 1,000 records within a minute. Another app feature I want to talk to you about, field history. A lot of businesses track the fields for audit purposes, and sometimes these field history will also contain customer-sensitive information, so you cannot have this information in your test environment either. To do this, all you need to do is add the object API name to the configuration. Once done, all you need to do is click on Delete Field History. The job will run, and once it's completed, you will get an email or you can track it on the report. If you want to mask some random production data, you can do that also by clicking on the Data Mask Generator tab under Enter Data to Mask. Paste the data you want to mask and then select the separator. Select the category, select the type, select the masked data length, and then click Generate. Our app will mask those data for you also. Sometimes you might have customer data or sensitive data in an Excel document, and if you need to create test data based on this Excel file, you can do that too. Just simply upload the file here, select the format you want the system to generate, and click on Generate File. The app will go ahead and mask your Excel document and give you a new data masked Excel document. That was a quick demo of our Mask Sensitive Data app. Again, I want to say the app is a fully native app. All the data remains inside your Salesforce. We have other apps. Please take a moment to look at our website. Data Upload app for non-technical users to upload data to Salesforce with data rollback function. Data Clean app for keeping production data clean or to do production data masking. Mask Sensitive Data app for mask sandbox data. Keep your Salesforce data safe and in compliance. If you have any questions, please contact us. You can create a support ticket on our website, www.oqct.com, or send us an email at info@oqct.com. Thank you for watching the demo.